You see me inconsistent in my actions, and that's the way that you know me. I see myself through my thoughts. And there's a very powerful quote that I read once, which has stayed with me. We all know people through their actions, but we know ourselves through our thoughts. We know ourselves through our thoughts, but we know people through their actions. We don't know what's inside the head of someone else. So we only see what they are doing and thus form an opinion of who they are. But we always know what's inside our head. And that's why we're constantly aware of who we are and why we're doing what we're doing. Which is why very often there are people who come back to us, counter what we're trying to do, and in our head it's like, isn't it obvious why I'm doing it? Like, isn't it obvious to you that this is the way to do it? Because in our head, we've gone through that conversation. But to them, they haven't seen that being enacted. And what you would think about my life, the reason I started with being the most inconsistent person that I would know of, and Gautam making that misjudgment of calling me for this talk on consistency, is because if you were to dispassionately and objectively look at my life, it is fairly inconsistent. I wanted to be once a scientist, then I wanted to be an MBA student, then a consultant, then an entrepreneur, then became an MNC employee, then became an entrepreneur. Today I'm a content creator, tomorrow God knows what. Dude, you're playing with your life. It's great that you're okay with that, but that's not what I would endorse to anybody. Least of all to myself. And it's because you see me inconsistent in my actions. And that's the way that you know me. That's the way that you interpret me. I see myself through my thoughts. And the big difference in what you think of me and what I think of myself is that I have never been inconsistent in my thoughts. I have been consistent with how I look at the world, and that is the consistency of thought. And the biggest trap that you will fall in is because people will point out to you that you are inconsistent in your actions, you will begin to tend to them and not your thoughts. You will begin to create an identity of yourself to cater to what the world's opinion is of you as against what you should be doing as per your thoughts. And I go back to one of the most powerful quotes that you will ever come across by philosopher Cooley, who said, I am not who I think I am. I'm not who you think I am. I am what I think you think I am. I'll say that once more because it's intensely deep. I don't want you to write it, just absorb that, because if it stays with you, that's exactly what I would want. I am not what I think I am. I am not what you think I am. I am what I think you think I am. We constantly think that the other person opposite to us is thinking of us in a certain way, and that is our identity. And that's the biggest trap the world lays out for us. It's the biggest trap the world lays out for us. And it's beautifully disguised because it's in our head. And the day you free yourself from that, from the need to be consistent in your action because you're consistent in your thought, is when you make the first breakthrough.